And good evening, everybody. Time for game two of this 3A Region 1 Championship Series between Swany and South Walton. South Walton won the first game. A bit of robbery, a bit of theft, but they took a run off the board for Swany and ended up winning by 1 run. And Swany has to take that. That was the end result. 2-1 final score. South Walton gets it done in the first game. And now we're ready for game number 2. Now, in this game, Swany is considered the home team, even though we're playing on the road here at South Walton. So consider the home team in this game, and South Walton will be the visitors. They'll lead off with Coleman Borthwick, followed by Nathan Whitney, Vaughn Howard, Parker Grants, Justin Didier is the DH, then DeClam Fowler, Jace Cunningham, Hudson Quinn, and Clayton Gerald. The starting pitcher will be Denton Lord, number 19. He'll get the start for South Walton. He's another good one. Maybe not as good as the first pitcher we saw, but a pretty good one. And speaking of good pitchers, Grayson Green getting the start on this game for Swany. Grayson Green taking his warm-up tosses on the hill. Jace Moran will be behind the plate. We've got Kyler Watson at first base in this ball game. Noah Lopez at second. Gabe Garcia, the shortstop, and Easton O'Quinn is the starting third baseman. Colton Rogers gets to start in left field. Ty Moses is in center, and Landon Peterson around in right field. As for the batting order, we've got a DH change in this ball game. Judson Law will get the start at DH. He will bat in the 8th position. The lineup will go like this: Lopez, Moran, O'Quinn, Watson, Garcia, Green, Moses, then Judson Law, followed by Colton Rogers. Dog ball here in River Country, brought to you in part by Van Carpet One, by Farm Bureau Insurance, by the Suwannee County School District, by the Wellborn Blueberry Festival, by the Waltz Automotive Group, by First Federal Bank, by the Second Chance Thrift Store, by the Suwannee River Water Management District, by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser, by J&W Automotive, Morel's Furniture and Mattress, by Samantha Pruder from United Country Realty, and by Ascent Precision Gear Corporation. All right, getting ready to go. Coleman Borthwick to lead off. And the first pitch to him will be high for a ball. And we're underway here in game 2. I'm looking at radar, and rain is looks like it's coming. I don't know how much of this game we're going to be able to get in. We're hoping for the best, but there is definitely a lot of rain out there in the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of America, and it looks like it could be heading this way. 2-0 count on Borthwick. Racing Green. And falls behind in the count 3-0. Now, the book on Green is kind of a slow starter, but once he gets in that groove, he is awfully tough as anybody. See if he can battle back, trying to be careful with the leadoff man, and going to walk him on 4 straight. Borthwick is aboard with a free pass. And this young man, always a threat to run. This team likes to run the bases, no doubt about that. Borthwick with 9 stolen bases on the year. A team with 91. So they definitely put a little pressure on you on the base pass. Nathan Whitney now at the plate. He's a center fielder, number 1. And that pitch is in the dirt. Jace blocks it up. Grayson's going to have to find that strike zone, and quick timeout from Coach Moran. Wants to come out and get a quick word. Don't have our center field camera up in this ball game. With the threatening weather on the way, we had to secure that camera. Still got the first and third base cameras, and also the offset home plate camera. Can't get a camera behind home plate here, but they've got it offset. They wouldn't allow us in the press box. They got a beautiful facility here, and maybe the biggest press box we've ever seen, but they said there's no room up there. So it is what it is. We've brought a tent, and we're out here at a table on the third base side by the Swany dugout. All right, Dogs need a good start here. Quick word with Grayson, and let's see if he can start throwing some strikes. 1-0 count on Whitney. The kick and the pitch. There's a strike. There we go. 1-1 count. Borthwick at first base, just underway in the second game of this doubleheader. And puts the ball in play. And it's going to get by the left fielder and going to be trouble. They're going to hold the runners at second and third. And South Walton in business in game number 2. Leadoff man aboard via walk, and then Whitney with a double. So second and third now, nobody down, and Vaughn Howard will come to the plate. Swany has to be careful here. don't want to give up too many runs in this first inning. Dig yourself an early hole. A loss here by Swany, and that would be the end of the season. Swany needs to win this game to force a third and deciding game in the series, which will be played tomorrow. Right now, it's scheduled for 1 o'clock. Still waiting to see if we can get this game in. Underway in the first inning, Vaughn Howard now the batter, facing Grayson Green. Green's pitch in there for a called strike. Vaughn Howard, the Seahawks' second baseman. And he rips it over the third baseman's head, and that's going to be trouble. That'll roll to the wall. 2 runs will score. And standing up with a double is Vaughn Howard. A couple of RBI there. Clean smack to left field. And so the Seahawks, their bats coming to life here. A 2-0 lead, still nobody down, and a runner in scoring position. Are you making a change in left field? Sending Parker Craps out here? Is that what I saw?
Yep, sending Connor to the
Parker Grants will be the batter. 2 down, runner at second base. Grayson Green trying to find it. Trying to work through this first inning. Dogs get activity in the bullpen. Be a short lease on the pitcher. Green's pitch in there for a strike. Let's see if Grayson can work himself out of this. Swany going to have to come from behind here in game 2. And that one in the dirt will get away from the catcher. Wild pitch will move the runner over to third base. He did offer at that, so the count 0-2. Green from the stretch. That one in the dirt as well. And Chase blocks it up to hit the runner at third base. Grayson just trying to work himself through this. Pitching for the first time on that artificial mound. And trying to get used to it, trying to get comfortable. Blue didn't like that one. Like a pretty decent pitch there. 2-2 now. Swung at it, missed it. Going to have to throw down to first base for the strikeout. So 1 down in the inning. First strikeout from Grayson Green. They hold the runner at third base. And the batter will be Justin Didier, the designated hitter. He had a good game in the first game. Had a couple of RBIs, bringing in a few runs. Big number 24 batting here in the top of the first inning. Green's pitch, called strike. Count no even at 1-1. Popped in the air, and that'll be out of play. Ball and 2 strikes. Swany with a lot to overcome. Down 1-0 in the series. Down 2-0 in this game. Well, Grayson wanted that one, didn't get the call. 2-2. And they're going to call that a foul ball. Coach Moran is going to argue that call. Coach comes out and says that should be a fair ball, and he tagged the runner out. Blue called it foul, and that's going to be the way it is. And Coach Moran has to be careful, didn't get chunked here early. Two count.
Settle down.
One down. Runner still at third. Grayson Green from the stretch. And now the batter will step out of the box. And Blue will give him time. Grayson's 2-2 pitch on the way. Took something off of him and struck him out. Back-to-back Ks. Grayson Green, he's starting to feel it. 2 down in the inning. And now the left fielder coming to the plate. Here's number 4, DeClam Fowler. His pitch is in there. There's a called strike. Fowler coming into this game, into this series, hitting .227 on the year.
Yep, there the
Strike 2. Grayson Green, a slow start, but looks like he's starting to feel it a little bit. Let's see if he can finish off Fowler. The 0-2 pitch, fouled away. Nice job of that young man staying alive up there. Swany and South Walton. And to the shortstop, Garcia, first base, and that's going to do it. 2 runs are in for South Walton. They grab a 2-0 lead after the first half inning of play. Swany coming to bat next here on RiverCountrySports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
Hey, for the latest official news about Florida high school sports, including updated brackets in the 2026 FHSAA Baseball Championship, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. And follow the Swany Bulldogs throughout the postseason right here on RiverCountrySports.com. To sponsor our broadcast or give feedback, remember our email address, rivercountrysports@gmail.com. You could always hit us up on Facebook or on the website for local sports and more, rivercountrysports.com, a division of River Country Broadcasting. All right, so Denton Lord is the pitcher for South Walton. And listen to this. He's got a record of 8-0 on the season, a 1.50 earned run average, his 15th appearance. And all he's done is walk 32 batters, strike out 84. So let's see if Swany can have some patience up there and get a little offense going. Already down 2-0 as they face a do-or-die situation here in Game 2 here on the road at South Walton. Swany, the home team in this second game, but they gave up 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Noah Lopez leading off against Lord. Denton's first pitch. And pretty good looking pitch in there. He hit 93 on that one. Pretty rare for a high school pitching staff to have two guys throwing 95 miles per hour and plus. And Noah puts this one in the air, right field. He's chasing it into foul territory and makes the catch. What a catch right before he got to the fence, right before he got to the bullpen. Great play out there by Parker Grants. Beautiful play. Boy, he chased that down. He knew where that fence was. He made the timing and made the catch. One down in the inning. Noah Lopez put the ball in play, but in foul territory, right fielder Grants makes a good play. Now Jace Moran, the batter. Jace looks at the first pitch. There's a strike. Moran do, boy, I'll tell you. Off-speed pitch, called strike. 0-2.
Two great takes. It's a ball.
Ran with the 0-2. Denton Lord, his pitch, swing and a miss. Goes down on 3 pitches. Not the at-bat Jace wanted. But 2 down in the inning, and now Easton O'Quinn comes to the plate. O'Quinn hitting .342 on the season, takes a strike. Boy, Denton Lord, all he's done is come in and fire strikes in there. Just challenging the Swany hitters. Called strike. 0-2. And now Coach Moran is going to argue balls and strikes. That's really not going to get him anywhere. I agree. I didn't love the pitch, but no, he's not going to. He's just going to talk to his hitter. Quick word with Easton O'Quinn. As Coach Moran doing everything he can to get this team fired up. Swany, the underdog coming into this team. Everybody knew that was the case. Not only playing the number 1 seed and they're 95+ mile per hour pitchers, but playing on the road, playing against the crowd, playing against the umps, playing against the weather. Dogs with a lot to overcome. 2 down. Easton O'Quinn with 2 strikes. O'Quinn puts the ball in play, and no, it's on the foul side of third base. So the count stays 0-2.
Yes.
Quinn digs back in there. Lord with the windup and the pitch. And that's out of the strike zone. 1-2. Tried to get him to chase. And there's a called strike 3. And that's going to do it for Swany. 1-2-3 they go. Bottom of the first inning. 2-0 South Walton here on RiverCountrySports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Suwannee County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Suwannee County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Great big Bulldog salute going out to Corbett Mobile Home Supplies in Lake City. They've got everything you need. If you're looking for anything for your mobile home, I bet you'll find it there. If you're looking for anything for your site-built home, you're probably going to find it there. They've also got RV parts. Corbett Mobile Home Supplies on Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City. To find them online, check it out, CorbettSupply.com. All right, Grayson Green still on the hill for Swany. Had a little bit of struggle to start the game, gave up a couple of runs, but ended up with 2 strikeouts once he settled down. But top 3 batters, 2 runs, gave up a leadoff walk and then a double and a couple of back-to-back doubles. But they ended up stranding a runner at third base, Jace Cunningham, to lead off here in the second inning. Let's see if Grayson can keep it going. He started gathering himself toward the bottom of that inning. Hopefully he found his groove. His first pitch, going to miss high for ball 1. And Coach Moran wants a quick word after 1 pitch here in the second. Didn't like what he just saw. And let's see if he just going to get a quick word or he's going to get the hook. He gets the hook. And they're going to bring in Kyler Watson. Kyler Watson going to come in relief of Grayson Green, so they'll just swap positions. And actually, I believe they're going to send Hunter Watson out to he's bringing his glove. Kyler Watson comes in relief. He started at first base, and he'll come in and take over for Grayson. Grayson will go to his spot at first base. And no tomorrow. I mean, got to get it done in this game. So already giving up 2 runs, and coach didn't like that first pitch, didn't like the approach and the quick hook. And now Kyler Watson in there. Kyler Watson was more than likely going to be the starter in game 3. So if they do come back and get this win, not sure where they go to. Probably Gabe Garcia to start that third game would be my guess. Or they could come back with Grayson. I mean, he didn't throw a whole lot of pitches, so perhaps he could come back. Kyler Watson has been spectacular for Swany this year. And so hopefully he can come in here and, all that young man does is throw strikes. He keeps the ball around the plate. He's got an 8-0 record and a 2.58 earned run average. And he's going to face Jace Cunningham. Cunningham already with a ball to a 1-0 count. Kyler's first pitch. There's a strike.
That's good music, man.
Playing the Star Wars theme here. And Coach Moran says they're going to take that off the PA and let us play some baseball here. All right, 1-1 count. Now we're ready to go. Watson's pitch. Left down low, 2-1. Cunningham 7th in the order. He'll be followed by Hudson Quinn and then Clayton Jarrell. Fouled away. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of inclement weather around the area. We're hoping we can get this game in. Take something off of that pitch. Cunningham stays alive by fouling it off. Number 13 stretched out there, protecting the plate here with 2 strikes. Watson's 2-2 delivery. And that one's going to be right to Garcia at shortstop. Lines out to the shortstop for the first out of the inning.
Good job, Dan. Good job.
This is Watson's game. Watson throws that ball around the strike zone, lets his defense back him up. A nice play there by the Swany shortstop, Garcia, to secure the first out. Now comes Hudson Quinn. Here's the Seahawks catcher. They'll take a ball up high, 1-0. There's a called strike.
Hudson. There it is.
And going to slice this one down the right field line, and it lands foul. Giving chase out there, Landon Peterson. Well, that's a foul ball, and so the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Kyler gets a new baseball. Works the rosin, and now ready to go back to work. Watson started at first base, but came in early in relief of Grayson Green. fouled away. Seahawk hitters do a good job of protecting that plate with 2 strikes. Green did have 2 strikeouts in that first inning, but gave up 2 runs as well. That's up high, 2-2. Both catchers catching both games. Iron Men back there. Toughest position in baseball. And that one's up the middle. That's a base hit. Quinn with a base hit. 1 down. He's at first base. And Clayton Jarrell now coming up.
Well, you're good. We're good. We're just going to the best team.
Quinn at first base with 1 away. And let's see, they pretty aggressive on those base pass. So let's see if they'll send the runner. Moran threw 1 out. Had a stolen base back in the first game. Not going on that pitch. Pitch is away for a ball. Top of the order waits on deck. Borthwick started the game with a walk. Ended up coming around to score on the RBI by Vaughn Howard. There's a strike. 1-1. South Walton looking to get back to the Final Four. They made it to the championship game last season, but came up a run short against Miami Springs. Swany would just like to get there. But to do that, they got to get by the South Walton Seahawks. Down 1-0 in the series and down 2-0 in this second game. Watson's pitch off the plate, 2-1. Double play ball would be just what the doggy ordered. Watson will throw over to first. Got a good move for a right-handed pitcher, but Quinn back safely. Now he'll get his lead again. Durrell digs in. Watson's pitch. There's a strike. 2-2. Tyler Watson, a 2-way star for the Suwannee Bulldogs, football and baseball. Excited about the football season coming up. Coach Kyler Hall and the Dogs have been working hard in the offseason, getting ready for their spring game. Got a home game. I think it's the 15th, if I remember right, against Newberry. Fouled away. Staying alive up there, Clayton Jarrell.
I don't know.
Watson's 2-2. Took something off of it, but that was low, and so the count will go full. Watson's payoff pitch. Fouled away. And again, they see hitters just protect that plate with 2 strikes. Trying to force you to make a mistake. Watson gets a new baseball and toes the rubber. Throw over to first. We put it on the money, but just a little bit late. Quinn alert over there, gets back. The turf field here in South Walton. We're in Santa Rosa Beach, Walton County. Central time zone. Pretty long drive to get over here. Beautiful facility. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Again, hanging in there. Watson ready to do it again. Again, fouling it off. Tell you what, he is really working out of Watson. Watson just keeps throwing the ball around that strike zone, trying to finish off the number 9 batter. But he's a tough out. There it is. Called strike 3. Kyler Watson just kept firing the ball in there and finally gets the strikeout, 2 down. First strikeout for Watson, third for Swany pitching. Top of the order now, and here's the dangerous Coleman Borthwick. Got to be careful with this young man. He could put the ball out of the park and double the score. Already 2-0. First pitch off the plate. Trying to be careful with him. Two and 0. He didn't give him anything to hit his last at bat. Borthwick hitting .471. He's got 6 home runs on the year and 51 RBI. Swing and a miss. Boy, Watson threw that one by him. 2-1 count. Kyler challenging Coleman Borthwick. Yep, off the plate. 3-1. Trying to be careful here, but well, he doesn't want to give him the free base either. Pick your poison. And Nathan Whitney on deck. We saw what he could do his last at bat. Pickoff move to first. Not in time. Watson's pitch fouled away. So now the count goes 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count on Borthwick. Runner at first base, 2 down here in the second. Watson's pitch, there goes the runner and putting it in play, and that's going to be a base hit. Runner's going to come around second. Well, he's going to send him from third. We bobbled the ball in center field, and that's going to give up another run. They'll give Borthwick the big RBI, but Moses bobbled that ball in center field, and that allowed the runner to score. He was going to hold him at third base, but Quinn able to go all the way around. He was in motion from first. Down to second. It looked like they were going to hold him at third, but once the error in center field, he sent him. And he scores. And Borthwick ends up at second base. So now 3-0 deficit for Swany to overcome. Things are looking bleak for the Dogs here on the road.
Okay.
Nathan Whitney at the plate.
Yep. Your ball on that.
Ball 1.
Ready to be fast.
And that's 2 in him. Vaughn Howard on deck. 2 down in the inning. 1 run across. Runner at second base. And now Watson will step off the mound and reset. Borthwick gets his lead once again. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. 2-1 count on the lefty. Tried to get him to chase it. That was out of the strike zone and up high. Now 3-1. First base is open. Vaughn Howard waits on deck.
5 minutes of power. I need you to be on that runner.
Got a little tip. Just a piece of that one to stay in there. Full count on Whitney. Coach Borthwick wants timeout real quick to talk to his batter. And meanwhile, Swany will take that opportunity. Everybody having a little conversation. Base runner and first base coach. Pitcher and catcher. Third base coach with his batter. All right, now all the meetings break up. We're ready to go back to live action. 3-2 count on the batter. This team can score some runs. They took care of West Florida, one of the top teams in this area. 10-run them twice in the semifinals. Now Blue will call timeout. Not sure what's happening there. All right, here we go. The payoff pitch. There's a called strike 3. And that's going to do it for the Seahawks. But to get an insurance run, they now lead 3-0 over Swany here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Welborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at welborn.cc.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping prices so low, our team keeps asking if someone hacked the system. Rams marked down like we've forgotten what trucks cost. Jeeps crawling off the lot. Dodges with attitude and discounts to match. And with over 30 pre-owned vehicles under $20,000, it's turning into a full-blown savings stampede.
People ask me, how do you sell them so low? Volume, baby!
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the deals are unhinged and the savings don't apologize.
Ryan Blair, he's becoming quite the star on television. He can get you a good deal over at Waltz. Go see Brian. Tell him thank you for sponsoring baseball from Swany here on RiverCountrySports.com. Hey, this broadcast also being sponsored in part by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser for Swany County. The property appraiser's office is always there when you need them. Downtown Live Oak, 215 Pine Avenue. Open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call 386-362-1385. And, of course, always available online at SWANEePA.com. I like Kyra Watson can help himself here as he leads off here in the bottom of the second inning facing Denton Lord. And Lord's first pitch, that went off the plate. Lord went 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. 1-0 count. 2-0.
Sorry, I need to hear you where you are.
Popped in the air, and that's going to be out of play.
Team standing over there. Sawyer, where are you?
2 balls and a strike.
Is he on the box? Okay.
Look, man, that bottom dropped out of that pitch. It looked like that was going to be high and out of the strike zone and brought it down and across the plate. 2-2 count now. Watson digs back in. Here's Lord's pitch. Little flame there. He hit 96 miles per hour on that pitch. If we had that center field camera to show that. Wow. They've got that radar gun behind the plate. Got all the scouts out here watching these 2 pitchers. Both of them college commits, but also pro prospects. Kyler digs back in. Here comes the 3-2. And there's that breaking pitch. Got him. Frozen. That's 3 strikeouts in a row from Lord. 2 last inning and 1 to start off this inning. Watson erased, 1 down, and now Gabe Garcia. Gabe Garcia trying to get something going. Swany needs a base runner. And there it is, up the middle, off the second baseman's glove, and that's going to be a base hit. Gabe Garcia, big turn rounding first base, but he'll retreat. Garcia with a base hit. And he's at first base with Swany's first base runner. 1 down, Grayson Green coming up. Nice piece of hitting by Garcia.
Oh, you're a young batter. The center field camera.
Grayson Green gave up a couple of runs. He can make up for it here with this at bat against Denton Lord. Throw over to first base in the dirt. Nice job over there at first base by Cunningham. Keep that from getting away from him. Pitch. Fires it down the middle for a strike.
It's fair. It's not the best. But
Comes the 0-1. That breaking pitch is nasty. 0-2.
let's remember.
Garcia so far, quiet at first base, not going. One of the top base stealers on this team. That one just off the plate. 1-2. Fastball is hard enough to catch up with. When he gets that breaking pitch working, look out. Garcia 6 stolen bases on the year coming into this game. That one's inside. Look out. Count even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And that one probably would have been ball 3. But that'll be the second out of the inning. 4 strikeouts now for Lord. It's up to Ty Moses. The Swany center fielder steps in. First pitch to him. There's a strike. Well, you're dialed in on that fastball, and he comes in with that breaker. That's a tough pitch. And that's a wild pitch. We'll get by the catcher and give second base to Garcia. That one got away from Lord and gave Swany second base. Moses get a base hit here. Swany could put a run on the board. 1-1 count. It's outside, low. 2-1. And this is going to get a mound visit from the South Walton staff. Hey, the Swany Sports Report airs Mondays, 7 o'clock right here on the channel. Join myself along with Bulldog head baseball coach Billy Moran, and we call it the Diamond Dog Podcast at this time of the year. But the Swany Sports Report all year long. We do football interviews and football season. This summer, we've got a whole bunch of plans to bring in some people around the area, not just Swany, but surrounding areas as well, and talk to some of the coaches. It's all brought to you by Roundtree Moore Ford, Highway 90 in Lake City, Florida. Roundtree Moore Ford. Go see Steven and the whole crew there. They do a wonderful job. They've got employee pricing going on right now. Save you some money. Don't miss the Swany Sports Report Mondays here on rivercountrysports.com. Of course, if you can't catch it live, it's archived for you to watch at your convenience. Right after the meeting, let's see what Lord comes in with here on the 2-1 pitch. How about just fire it down the middle for a strike? 2-2. Timo waits. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's going to do it for the Dogs. After 2, it's 3-0 South Walton here on rivercountrysports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Never know what you'll find at that Second Chance thrift store. Appreciate Daniel and Amanda Moses sponsoring us here on rivercountrysports.com. Hey, if you're looking for backyard chickens, Happy Heart Farms in Live Oak has guaranteed female pullets ready for your coop. Over 30 breeds, no heat lamps needed. Go to happyheartfarmsfl.com. That's happyheartfarmsfl.com. Happy Heart Farms, where they love chicks and dogs. There's Vaughn Howard leading off in the third inning for South Walton, facing Tyler Watson. Watson's 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. We're on the turf. We don't actually have dirt at this field. They got turf that looks like dirt. To my knowledge, first time Swany's played on a turf field this year. That's fouled away, right side, not a play. Vaughn Howard leading off. Grants is on deck, followed by Didier. That's 3, 4, and 5 at the lineup for South Walton. Took something off of that pitch, but Howard hangs in there, fouls it away. Again, out of play. Down low. Now goes 2-2. Fouled away once again. Watson with 2 strikeouts. To his credit, he came in relief. Grayson Green with 2 strikeouts back in the first, but also giving up a couple of runs. Tyler also with a run given up. 3-0 South Walton as we play here in the top of the third inning. Trying to get this game in before the rains. Swany cannot come back. That would end their season. So Dogs are going to put everything on the line in this ball game, trying to force a deciding game 3 tomorrow. Watson's pitch, and that's going to be delivered down the line, left field. That's a fair ball, and that's going to be trouble rolling all the way to the corner. Going to be a stand-up double for Vaughn Howard. That's back-to-back 2-baggers for that young man. Leadoff man aboard and scoring position for South Walton. Now here's Parker Grants. He struck out back in the first inning. Tries to atone here in the third. First pitch in the air. And that is on the opposite field side. Calling for it is Garcia. He'll make the catch in the shallow part of the outfield. So 1 pitch and 1 down there. Dogs needed that out. Justin Didier now to the plate. He was also a strikeout victim against the lefty back in the first inning. Faced the righty here and Tyler Watson. Watson checks the runner. Here's his pitch. Ball 1. I want to remind you, we're going to be bringing you the Swany and Bramford graduation ceremonies. So looking forward to that. To be the 3rd year in a row we've done that. 2nd year? Okay, 2nd year. Well, we did such a good job last year. Seemed like we
can do the shout outs on our website.
Yeah, that's right. If you want to send a shout out to one of the graduating seniors, you can get that done. rivercountrysports.com. There's a base hit into left field. They're going to send the runner. Throw comes to the plate. Now going to be cut off by O'Quinn, and just like that, the Seahawks up 4-0. RBI single by Didier. They hold him at first base by cutting off the throw to the plate. Wouldn't have got him anyway, so that was the right move. But a big hole for Swany to climb out of here. Believe in this team. They have fought their butts off all season long, but they're up against it in this one. This is a good ball club in South Walton. Not only are they good, they get all the breaks. That first game, still can't believe they took a run off the board for Swany, which just changed the whole complexion. Dogs came back and made it interesting, but that made a huge difference. Second game, Dogs were hoping to jump on them, and instead the opposite has happened. Been all South Walton so far. They play him Fowler at the plate. Runner at first base, one down. Watson from the belt. Popped in the air, again opposite field. Lefty goes to the shortstop, and Garcia this time in the infield makes the catch. 2 down. Jace Cunningham. He lined out to the shortstop his last at bat. And we'll bat here. Actually, I think we're going to get a pinch hitter here. It's like Jaden Cunningham. Jaden Cunningham comes in and gets an at-bat here in the third. Batting for what I assume could be his brother Jace. Foul ball. Watson's pitch. Lou didn't like it. And the count even at 1-1. There's a called strike. See if Kyler can finish him off here. 2 strikes on the batter. Nope, not going to do it like that in the dirt. What a play by Moran to block that up, give up the body, keep that in front of him, and keep the runner at first. Count now 2-2. Long at some, probably out of the strike zone, a little bit high, but he went after it and fouled it away to stay alive. Jaden Cunningham getting a big at bat here in this regional final. Watson's pitch took something off of that and fooled him, and that'll be strike number 3, and that'll do it. But another run comes in. It's 4-0. South Walton leads Swany here on RiverCountrySports.com.
The Suwannee River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the 1-day-per-week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit myswannyriver.com to learn more.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive, Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Florida High School Athletic Association recognizes its corporate partners who help make the FHSAA Baseball Championships possible. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Team IP, the official merchandising company, Harif Jones, the official championship ring partner, Max Preps, official scores and statistics for the FHSAA, GoFan, official online ticket provider, the NFHS Network, the official online partner. They charge, by the way, it's behind a paywall. We're free here at River Country, provided we keep getting sponsorships and donations, and also by Wilson, their provider of the official game ball for the 2026 FHSAA Baseball Championships. Judson Law, DH for Swany, will lead off here, facing Denton Lord here in the third. Dogs need to get something going. The season could end here tonight in 2 games. Law ahead in the count 1-0. Now 2-0. A pretty stiff breeze from time to time here, coming off the ocean. A little bit chilly, actually. And that is a foul ball as it bounces behind the plate and then forward. Get those funny bounces here in this turf field. Seen that several times in the first game. Two balls and a strike. 3-1. Well, Dogs could use a leadoff runner. Lord trying to battle back. 3-1 count. And that's going to be chopped to third base across the diamond in the dirt. But a nice scoop over there at first base by Cunningham. First out in the inning, Judson Law takes it to the third baseman. Rome made a nice play on the ball, but threw it low with a nice scoop over there for the putout. So 1 down, and now here comes Colton Rogers to the dish. His first is bat in the second game. .93 miles per hour on that one, in case you're wondering. Kid's got good stuff. And that one's chopped foul, third base side. Swany back-to-back years with district championships and advancing to the regional finals. Foul ball. Just can't get by these South Walton Seahawks. Would love to come up with a year where Swany gets them at Booster Field, make them travel to Lively. Wouldn't that be nice? But they have earned it. They've got the number 1 seed, the top record, played a tough schedule. And this is a ball club year in and year out that attracts the top players. Swany trying to become that type of program, and under Coach Moran, I believe they have. Or Swany with a long tradition in baseball. Go back through the years. There's been Coach Gray or Coach Mixon, there's just been great coaches throughout and great players throughout their history. Two count here on Colton Rogers. 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning. Swany down 4-0, trying to get back in this game against pretty good pitcher here in Denton Lord. Lord, I believe, is either Mississippi or Mississippi State commit. And also a pro prospect. All the scouts out here in this ball game, as they were in the first game. Yeah, that's going to be a foul ball. That off of the bat of Rogers. Back in the box. Waiting for the heat. There it was. But it misses the strike zone, and the count goes full. Borthwick with a little better control than Lord, but both top pitchers in high school baseball. And there's ball 4, and Swany has a base runner. Free pass to Colton Rogers. So runner at first base and top of the order now, Noah Lopez. Only 1 out. Swany can get back in this thing if they can start belting that ball around the yard. Denton Lord may have other plans. Rogers with his lead at first base. Lord from the stretch. The pitch. There's a called strike. Noah flew out to the right fielder. In foul territory, made a heck of a catch back in the first inning. And Parker Grants. Squaring around the bunt and missing the bunt. And now the runner will go to second base and get a nailing there. Lopez missed the pitch. Colton Rogers was caught off base. So a little blunder there from Swany. Taking away that base runner, trying to make something happen, but that one backfired. And Lopez in an 0-2 hole. That went down and away in the dirt to the backstop. Ball and 2 strikes. And got him. That's going to do it for Swany. After 3, 4-0 South Walton on rivercountrysports.com.
I'm Hunter with Morel's Furniture and Mattress. Our Memorial Day sale is always a hit. In fact, it's one of our busiest weekends of the year. And while we're grateful for that, it can be tough to give every customer the attention they deserve when we're that busy. So this year, we're starting our Memorial Day sale early. That means you can shop on your schedule anytime between now and Memorial Day and still get the same great deals. Save up to 50% store-wide plus special financing. No interest for up to 60 months. Now through May 25th at Morel's.
If you're tired of renting, then I can help you. I'm Samantha with United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties. Maybe you've outgrown your current home and you simply need more room. Call me. Or maybe you need less room. Call me. I have the knowledge, experience, and connections that's perfect for your situation. Let me go to work for you today. Samantha Pruder, broker, United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties, 386-623-1217.
Baseball fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2026 Florida High School Baseball State Championships. It'll be hosted down in South Florida by Lee County for sports development. The action takes place May 13th through the 16th and May 18th through the 20th at the Lee County Sports Complex at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. Come out and watch state champions crowned in all classifications. If you want more information, check out the website FHSAA.com. All right, a little pitching change going on. So Kyler Watson, the second pitcher of this ball game, he's been pulled, and it looks like Easton O'Quinn is going to come in and throw now for Swany. So third pitcher, Grayson Green started, Kyler Watson in relief, and now Easton O'Quinn will come in and take over here in the 4th inning. No tomorrow, so the Dogs doing everything they can to try to stay in this ball game. Already down 4-0, can not afford to give up any more runs if they want any chance to come from behind and force a third game. Hudson Quinn to lead off this inning, followed by Clayton Jarrell, and then top of the order with Borthwick. Quinn got a base hit, his last at bat, came around to score. RBI single from Borthwick. Leading off here in the top of the 4th inning. Now facing Easton O'Quinn. Case Nickerson is at third base now for Swany. Got a quick timeout here. Don't know what the issue is, but Coach Moran wants a quick word. We got the first base umpire talking to the South Walton people. Did Tyler go out to the right field, or is that still landing out there? I can't see that far. I'm guessing that's Kyler out there in right field. I don't know that.
Number 4.
Okay. I got confirmation. Tyler Watson goes to right field. Easton O'Quinn, his first batter is Hudson Quinn. So O'Quinn against Quinn here in the 4th inning. There's a strike. There's another strike. O'Quinn on the year with an earned run average of 3.78. His 11th appearance. Ooh, good looking breaking pitch. Got him. There's a strikeout and one down in the inning. O'Quinn on the year. That is his 17th strikeout. Giving up 16 walks and struck out 17. Clayton Durrell now the batter. Never easy to go from a position to the mound, but O'Quinn looks comfortable out there right now. Clayton Durrell the batter. Just off the plate for a ball. One and one. Top of the order waits on deck. Big number 10 over there on the on-deck circle. Coleman Borthwick. That one's in the dirt. Got by Jace, but the umpire blocked it up. Nobody on base, no harm, no foul. It's going to miss low and away, so 3-1. Quinn a hard thrower. Got to keep him in that strike zone. And he doesn't, and there's a free walk. Free pass given to Durrell. So he's at first base. One down. And now to the top of the order. Here's Coleman Borthwick. He pitched last ball game and didn't do a whole lot at the plate. This time he's playing shortstop, and he's 1 for 1 in the ball game. RBI, scored a run. He walked his first trip up. And we'll take that one low. Case Nickerson at shortstop. Gabe Garcia at third base. Case Nickerson at third base. Garcia at shortstop. Lopez at first. Grayson Green. Lopez at second. Grayson Green at first base. Trying to read through my scratches here. They've changed the lineup quite a bit. So Quinn started at third, but now Case Nickerson there. Garcia still at short. Lopez still at second. Grayson Green at first base. Kyler Watson started there. Grayson started on the mound. Jace Moran still behind the plate. Have Colton Rogers in left. Ty Moses in center. And Kyler Watson around and right now. Dogs trying to hold the score right where it is to give their offense a chance. One down, runner at first. And the dangerous Coleman Borthwick at the plate.
Yep.
O'Quinn's 1-0. 2-0. Throw over to first base. Runner back. Fouled away, and that's going to be out of play. Borthwick took a home run cut at that, but didn't get it on the barrel. Two balls and a strike.
Okay. Gotcha.
And he's going to rip one into right field. And they'll have to play station to station, so that's a single. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. Runners at first and second with one down. Nathan Whitney now the bat. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Scored a run and a double back in the first. Struck out in the second and batting here in the fourth. raining all around us, but so far so good here at the stadium. But it'll be a miracle if we can get this in without being interrupted. And that's going to be a base hit. Again to right field, and again they're going to play station to station, hold the runner. Nice throw in there by Tyler Watson. So bases are full of Seahawks right now. Rell at third base, Borthwick at second, Whitney now at first, and Vaughn Howard is the batter. Howard can really break things open here. Already a 4-0 deficit for Swany.
Can you see the picture? There we go.
In there for a called strike. Took something off of that one, but missed 1-1.
Coach, get out of my way. It's killing my shot. How much rain did you get?
2 balls, 1 strike. That one's down low, and the count goes 3-1. Nowhere to put him. A walk would bring in a run, and Coach Moran wants timeout. And he'll stroll out to talk to the pitcher now, the freshman O'Quinn. And of course, the Seahawks will take advantage of that, and they'll have a little powwow with their head coach, Coach Nick Borthwick. Well, I'm all about the Suwannee Bulldogs, but if they can't get it done in this game, we wish South Walton well as they'll head to the Final Four for the second year in a row. And it's one and done. You get to the Final Four. They don't play a round robin or anything. It's one game in the semifinal and then one game in the championship. So don't really love that format. I wish they'd take a look at what Georgia does or take a look at what college baseball does. Baseball's not a one and done sport. It'd be great if they could have regionals, double elimination tournaments. O'Quinn's 3-1 pitch. And he's going to smack it into left field. 1 runner's in. Here comes another. 2 RBI for Vaughn. And the Seahawks starting to pour it on here. They can feel it. We're making their travel plans to Fort Myers. Seven nothing score right now. Parker Grant's the batter. Going to have a little meeting right here. Once again, Coach Moran comes out and talk to the home plate umpire. Right, Parker digs back in, facing Easton O'Quinn. Quinn fires in there for a strike. Runner at third base now. Still only one out in the inning. And there's one up the middle. That's going to be another run. Well, right now it's all South Walton. They're piling it on. They have scored every inning. Scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, another one in the third, and now they've got 4 across the plate here in the 4th inning. And O'Quinn is going to exit, and Swany will go to their 4th pitcher of this ball game. Started with Grayson Green, then went to Kyler Watson, Easton O'Quinn, and now going to come in with, looks like Ryland is going to come in. Ryland Lawson, number 17, will stroll up. And so wholesale changes going on for Swany right here. We'll take a timeout and be back after this. Swany Baseball on rivercountrysports.com.
Did you know there was an American manufacturing company operating in Hamilton County? Ascent Precision Gear Corporation is a leader in manufacturing and CNC machining. From prototype through production, one piece or thousands, Ascent can provide your company with accurate parts at competitive pricing delivered on time. For further information, contact Ascent Precision Gear Corporation, County Road 137 in Jasper, Florida. 386-792-3215. Online at ascentgear.com.
Posting pictures from today's event on your social media accounts. Tag the FHSAA and they'll repost it and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat, and like them on Facebook. Keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. That's Facebook.com/FHSAA. Phil Lawson taking his warm-up tosses. He will be the 4th pitcher of record here for Swany in this ball game. And Dogs going to use that whole pitching staff and do everything they can to stay in this game. But things are looking bleak right now for the green and white. If I can get to the stat page here. Don't know where they went. I got to do something. All right, here we go. Lawson's stats. He's got an ERA of 4.11, 2-0 on the year. Lawson's pitched 15.1 innings, and he's walked 11, struck out 7 on the season. Let's see if he can get it done here, as he will face Justin Didier, runner at first base. What's his pitch? That's downstairs. There's a strike. Good job there, Ryland Lawson. This young man has a great future ahead of him. Getting a big opportunity, big spot here. Pitching in the regional finals. Pop fly and calling for it, the shortstop. And he'll make the catch. And that's O'Quinn at shortstop. Trying to keep up with all the changes. I got so many scratches in my book. I can't tell what's what. Jace Cunningham now the batter. 2 down in the inning. Lawson's pick going to get by Moran, and that's going to move the runners. Now 2nd and 3rd. If Ryland can regroup here, those 2 runs represent a 10-run rule. They can get those in and hold on. They could end this game early. The 2-0 pitch. That's upstairs. Walk here would load the bases. This is the 9th batter to bat this inning. And there's ball 4. Walk him on 4 straight. But first, second, and third, and now we're going to get another call. Probably another pitching change. I don't know where I'm going to write it down at. Maybe this is just a mound visit. Let's see. And no, you're going to want the baseball. And I believe that's going to be Garcia. Because I saw Quinn playing shortstop, meaning Garcia's had some time to warm up in the pen. So I'm guessing they're going to go to Gabe here, and that is going to be the case. So Gabe Garcia will become the 5th pitcher for Swany in this ball game. All right, we'll take a timeout. Back after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Don't miss the 32nd annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th from 7:30 to 3:30 at Andrews Square in downtown Welborn, FLA. Start with a delicious blueberry pancake breakfast, served from 7:30 to 10:30. This family-friendly event features over 100 vendors, plus live music, a car show, a kids' corner, complete with a petting zoo and pony rides, plus a parade. And did I mention blueberries? The annual Welborn Blueberry Festival, Saturday, June 6th. For more, visit their Facebook page or their website at welborn.cc.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping prices so low, our team keeps asking if someone hacked the system. Rams marked down like we've forgotten what trucks cost. Jeeps crawling off the lot. Dodges with attitude and discounts to match. And with over 30 pre-owned vehicles under $20,000, it's turning into a full-blown savings stampede.
People ask me, how do you sell them so low? Volume, baby.
Walt's Live Oak Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the deals are unhinged and the savings don't apologize.
Rights to the broadcast of this regional contest in the 2026 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championships have been granted to River Country by the Florida High School Athletic Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or otherwise use of this live stream without the express written consent of the FHSAA is prohibited.
Okay, Solomon. Batter.
And coming up to bat here, number 21. This is a pinch hitter for South Walton. I don't have a 21. I have a 22, a 26. Should be Quinn here. Anyway, the mystery man, number 21.
Maybe.
Gabe Garcia now the pitcher for Swany. 2 balls, base is full, so got a pitch to him here. Swing and a miss. Get a big cut of that one, but coming up empty. We have seen most of the pitching staff here in this ballgame for Swany. From Green to Watson, Lawson, O'Quinn, and now Garcia. Count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. A walk here would mean a 9-0 deficit. Garcia trying to get Swany out of this jam. Here's his pitch. Fouled away. Runners were going on the pitch, of course. 2 outs, 3-2.
They only play 6 and run too.
Swing and a miss, lost the bat. That's going to do it. Boy, he let go of the bat, and luckily nobody was in the way. And that finally retires the side. It's 8-0 South Walton here on rivercountrysports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Hey there, looking for bargains? Well, look to Second Chance, the Second Chance thrift store at 501 North 129 in Live Oak. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 5. You never know what you'll find, from furniture to clothing and everything in between. And new shipments arriving daily. Locally owned and operated by Daniel and Amanda Moses. It's the Second Chance thrift store. More fun than a flea market and more convenient than a yard sale. Located on 129 North in Live Oak. Come get you a bargain today.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. They say play strong, play hard, but play fair. This message provided by River Country Broadcasting and the FHSAA. All right, Denton Lord has gone the distance. They've only have one pitcher of record for South Walton, so that's what this team is all about, their starting pitcher. They had Borthwick in the first game, through the entire game, and now Lord in game number 2 looking to do the same and trying to eliminate the Swany Bulldogs. Jace Moran to lead off here in the 4th inning for Swany. First pitch to him. Ball 1. That one's down low, 2-0. Ran with a good eye up there. The 2-0, and Moran puts that one into the outfield in the gap, and that's at least one. He'll round first base and head to second, and going to stand up with a double, Jace Moran. Good way to get the 4th inning started. See if Swany can get on the scoreboard here. Jace Moran delivers that into the left center field gap. And Swany in business here. Start the 4th inning. 8-0 deficit, though. You got to start off with 1 run before you can get a second. Easton O'Quinn at the plate. The dog freshman digs in. He's 0 for 1 in this ball game. Starts him out with a breaking pitch, and that's in there for a strike. McQuinn went down looking back in the 1st inning. Here he is in the 4th with a runner in scoring position. Moran, a little pickoff move. He gets back to the bag. A little closer than he wanted it to be, but he dove back in there.
No, everybody's doing what we've been doing. Them to jump up there and releases. But
And Blue walked away from that one. Took a little too much time, so that was a non-pitch. Lord looks at second. Now the 0-1. That's 94 miles per hour on the radar gun. 1-1 count. Up high. Two balls and a strike. Three and one. First base open. Kyler Watson on deck. And that's going to draw a visit from the South Walton coach. Here is South Walton High School, Santa Rosa Beach, Florida. Swany on the road for this regional championship. Dogs have had a heck of a playoff run from the district championship, winning that and taking down Wolfson in the first round, taking out Fernandina Beach in the semifinals. 3-game series on the road. Dogs up against it here against South Walton. Easton O'Quinn, 3-1 count on him. Ran at second base. Nobody out here in the fourth. Swany trying to dig back into this. There's ball 4. Well, Dogs now with first and second. Nobody out. And Tyler Watson strides to the plate. Tyler was strikeout victim back in the second inning. The shortstop, this could be 2, flips to second, across the first, and that's in time for a double play. Moving Moran over to third base. Or actually Hunter Watson, who's courtesy running for Jace. Gabe Garcia at the plate now, 2 down. Good defensive play there by South Walton. Pitch is up high for a ball. Denton Lord with his pitch. Throws the gas. There's a called strike to Garcia. Fooled him there. Ball and 2 strikes. Bottom dropped out of that pitch. Denton Lord with a 1-2 delivery. And there's a called strike 3, and that's going to do it for Swany. They threaten but do not score. The score remains 8-0 South Walton here on RiverCountrySports.com.
The Suwannee River Water Management District reminds residents that drought conditions continue across our region and conserving water remains critically important. We urge residents, businesses, agricultural producers, and visitors to use water wisely. Limit water use whenever possible, postpone non-essential activities, and follow the 1-day-per-week landscape irrigation schedule. Working together, we can protect our water resources. Every drop counts. Visit myswannyriver.com to learn more.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive, Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Tonight's broadcast being sponsored in part by Ricky Gamble, your property appraiser for Suwannee County. Ricky in the property appraiser's office is always there when you need them. Downtown Live Oak, conveniently located at 215 Pine Avenue. We're open during the week, 8:30 to 5, except for holidays, of course. Phone number 386-362-1385. Of course, always available online at SWANEePA.com. Well, 8-0 as you see on the Companion Animal Hospital scoreboard. South Walton in control of this one. Swany, the home team here on the road in the second game of the series. If there were a third game, Swany would go back to being the visitor. But uphill climb here. South Walton just needing 2 runs, and they can end this thing early. Gabe Garcia trying to keep that from happening. Clayton Durrell to lead off here in the 5th inning for South Walton. Swing and a miss. Gabe Garcia, the hero in Bernardina series, pitched game 3 and put the Dogs in the win column. Back to the pitcher. Garcia knocks it down and throws him out. Quickly 1 down, and that one smarted. Gabe trying to shake that off. He's a tough youngster. Coleman Borthwick now coming up. He scored twice in this ball game. Hard to keep him off the base pass. Couple of base hits, a walk, 2 runs scored, an RBI. The 1-0 pitch. In the air. This one is deep. Will it hang in there? Ty calling for it and makes the catch in the warning track. It's a long out. That's twice he's done that. But the ball stayed in the ballpark both times. And right now, I don't know if you can see the center field flag, but it's not moving. So surprised that didn't carry out of here. Just didn't get it all. So 2 down, and now Nathan Whitney. Whitney's another kid who scored a couple of runs in this ball game. A couple of base knocks. 2 for 3. Garcia's come in and settled things down, but 8-0 deficit. If Swany were to somehow come back in this, they're going to have to cobble a pitching staff together in the 3rd game. They have thrown the gamut in this ball game. 5th pitcher of the ball game is Garcia. Swing and a miss. Whitney with a big cut there. All right, full count. The payoff pitch. And ball 4. Thought we were going to get a clean 1-2-3 this inning, but runner aboard. And Vaughn Howard comes up. Here's another kid that had a heck of a game in this ball game. He got 4 RBIs, scored 2 runs. 3 for 3 in the game. Heading the count here. Over to first base, chases the runner back. Be surprised if they sent Whitney. In the air, should be a can of corn. Quinn calls for it and makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. First inning, Swany hadn't given up any runs to South Walton, so the score remains 8-0 here on RiverCountrySports.com.
I'm Hunter with Morel's Furniture and Mattress. Our Memorial Day sale is always a hit. In fact, it's one of our busiest weekends of the year. And while we're grateful for that, it can be tough to give every customer the attention they deserve when we're that busy. So this year, we're starting our Memorial Day sale early. That means you can shop on your schedule anytime between now and Memorial Day and still get the same great deals. Save up to 50% store-wide plus special financing. No interest for up to 60 months. Now through May 25th at Morel's.
If you're tired of renting, then I can help you. I'm Samantha with United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties. Maybe you have outgrown your current home and you simply need more room. Call me. Or maybe you need less room. Call me. I have the knowledge, experience, and connections that's perfect for your situation. Let me go to work for you today. Samantha Pruder, broker, United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties, 386-623-1217.
Pitching change for South Walton. Griffin Loy will be the new pitcher. Tell you about him right after I tell you about Corbett Mobile Home Supplies. In Lake City, they've got everything you need from doors to windows, tubs, showers, plumbing, and electrical supply. They've got power poles, steps, paneling. If you need it for your mobile home, they've got it. I guarantee it. They even got RV parts. Go see Preston or any of the staff for all of your mobile home needs. That's Corbett's Mobile Home Supplies on Deputy Jeff Davis Lane in Lake City. And online at CorbettSupply.com. Right, new pitcher coming in now for South Walton. And this is Griffin Loy, number 2. According to Max Prep stats, I get it. Number 2 is called Tipton Thomas. So I don't know. Denton Lloyd started, did a great job keeping Swany off the scoreboard, but they make a pitching change and bring in Griffin Lloyd.
Covered completely. You come back to it.
Grayson Green to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
No. I just need it cut so that we're ready to roll. In case it rains. That's all I need.
First pitch called strike.
Okay.
Green 0 for 1 in this ball game with a strikeout. This is his second at bat. And he'll put that ball in play to the shortstop and not going to be able to make that play. That's an E6. Wolfwick doesn't miss any, but that was one of those tween hoppers. And that one ate him up. I don't care how good you are. In this game, nobody's perfect. Just think about this. 3 out of 10, you're hitting 300, you're an all-star. So, but this is a good fielding team. Both these teams good defensively. Of course, you wouldn't be bad defensive team. To get this far, you got to be pretty good. There's Ty Moses, runner of first base, nobody down. Swany trying to get on that scoreboard. 8-0 deficit right now. South Walton has cruised in game 2. And to first base. It'll be a fielder's choice. Will move the runner. 3 unassisted for the putout. 1 down. It works like a sacrifice as Green will go to second base. South Walton winning a controversial game in the first game. Took a run off the board for Swany, and they hold on for a 2-1 win. Here in the second game, it's been all South Walton, 8-0. Now we're going to get Hampton Newman here. He'll come in and pinch hit for Judson Law, who started a DH. Ready to go. Let's go. Lloyd checks his runner. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. It's down low. 2-1. Runner in scoring position, 1 down. Judson Law trying to get Hampton Newman trying to get Swany on the scoreboard here. They can get a base hit. There's a called strike. 2-2. Well, he gets his sign. From the stretch, he'll turn around and chase the runner back. Well, he wasn't off the bag all that much, but they'll grab the rosin. They'll toe the rubber once again. And Newman fouls it off. Staying alive. Newman up in the box here against the new pitcher. And then deep in the box against the flamethrowers. Swing and a miss. They'll throw down to first base. And that'll be out number 2. So Newman goes down swinging. And now Colton Rogers to the plate. 2 down, runner at second base. Rogers walked his only other plate appearance. Got caught stealing at second base. It's low. This is Colton Rogers at the plate. 2-0 count on him. And that's going to be, they're going to call that a foul ball. That's one of those turf foul balls. We've seen that about a half dozen times since we've been watching this series. When that ball hit in foul territory and then it springs forward off the turf instead of the dirt.
We got some.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dog offense just can't get anything going in this game. It's this pitching staff of South Walton. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order on deck. Noah Lopez in the on-deck circle. Griffin Loy is pitch. Swing and a miss. And so the Dogs leave a runner stranded at second base. It's still 8-0 South Walton here on RiverCountrySports.com. Did you know there was an American manufacturing company operating in Hamilton County? Ascent Precision Gear Corporation is a leader in manufacturing and CNC machining. From prototype through production, one piece or thousands, Ascent can provide your company with accurate parts at competitive pricing delivered on time. For further information, contact Ascent Precision Gear Corporation, County Road 137 in Jasper, Florida. 386-792-3215. Online at ascentgear.com.
Excellence in academic and clubs. Tradition, family, future. Foundations for lifelong learning. Leadership begins here. Careers start here. Curiosity meets opportunity. Building the leaders of tomorrow. Learning begins with love. One district, every student, every day. The Swany County School District, my choice for high-quality education.
Looking for backyard chickens? Happy Heart Farms in Live Oak has guaranteed female pullets ready for your coop. Over 30 breeds, no heat lamps needed. Go to happyheartfarmsfl.com. That's the website again, happyheartfarmsfl.com. Happy Heart Farms, where they love chicks and Bulldogs. Go Dogs. Well, the Dogs are going to need a miracle here on the road at South Walton. Down 8-0 as we now play the 6th inning.
Okay, guys, let's get ready.
We've got 4, 5, and 6 coming up here. Facing Gabe Garcia. Parker Grants to lead off. Followed by Justin Didier and Clam Fowler. Dogs have yet to get anything going offensively in this game. They've gone through 5 pitchers. First pitch from Garcia is upstairs. Gabe's done a nice job since he's come in relief. Kind of quieted things down. South Walton was scoring every inning until Garcia came in there, and now he's quieted the bats down just a bit. See if he can keep that going. And that's going to be ball 4. So South Walton with the leadoff man aboard. And Justin Didier, the DH, comes up. Garcia checks the runner at first. His pitch, and that's going to be trouble. That's into right field. That's a base hit coming around second, headed to third, and diving in there safely is Grants. First and third now, nobody down. And that'll bring up to Clam Fowler. There's a called strike. First and third. Didn't run on that pitch. See if they send him here. Nope. And that's out of the strike zone, and they're going to try to come home with a run, and that's a 9-0 deficit now. And that wild pitch will bring in a run. Didier goes to second base.
Pitcher.
Popped in the air. Grayson over there in foul territory makes the catch. Nine nothing. South Walton, if they get one more, they can end this game. And Swany can't score in the bottom of the sixth. See if Garcia can keep that from happening here as he now faces Jace Cunningham. Cunningham with a walk his last at bat. He's 0 for 2 in the game officially. Starts him out with the ball. Two and 0. Dogs appear to be running out of steam here in this regional final. It's going to be another wild pitch, and that's going to put a runner at third base here.
And with those keep playing down there, you let me know.
Swing and a miss. Had the green light on 3-0. It's now 3-1. And puts this one in the air. This is deep center field. Moses makes the catch. Runner tags and comes home, and that's 10-0. Two runs across this inning. Increases the lead now 10-0. And the next batter, Hudson Quinn. Quinn has struck out a couple of times. Also has a hit in this ball game and a run scored. Fouls that one off. Dogs are going to have to score a run to keep this game alive. They have top of the order next inning. To Quinn at short. Makes the play, and that's going to retire the side. 10-0 South Walton here at rivercountrysports.com.
No matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has been a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Local people, great rates, friendly service. That's the Farm Bureau Insurance promise. Farm Bureau Insurance, serving Florida for over 70 years. In Swany County, you'll find Farm Bureau in Branford and in Live Oak. In Branford on Drain Street, phone 935-1274. And in Live Oak on Dowling Avenue, call 362-1274. Farm Bureau Insurance. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. You know, at J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, collision repair, paint jobs, bumper repair. They'll handle your insurance claim for you. At J&W, no job is too big or too small. They also sell vehicles, repair vehicles, retire vehicles, plus front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-1377. Online at jwautos.com.
Tonight's game in the 2026 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida's student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship.
Pitcher. 5.
Swany's going, this is a pitching change for the Seahawks here. Trying to close it out. Number 25 is coming in. And good number for that young man. That's Parker Grants. So Denton Lord started, Griffin Loy pitched an inning, and now Parker Grant's going to try to close it out. He was the right fielder, so we have a new right fielder out there. And I think I see number 1 out there, I believe, which is Nathan Whitney. He moves over from center field. Not sure of the center field.
Hey, one more question for your app. Attend your testing, no talking. Such to me. Get those people out of front of your camera, please.
Noah Lopez to lead off here against the new pitcher,
Good job.
Parker Grants. And his first pitch, strike 1. Swany needs a run here to keep this game alive to go to the 7th, but Walton trying to close things out. 1-1 count. Jace Moran on deck, followed by O'Quinn. Two 1. It's fouled away. Count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Play with the camera. Yep. Tell them to join Miss Neal's class here.
3-2. No, we thought we were going to get rain this game, and so far we've gotten lucky. Not a drop. And that one smacked into left field. That's deep. Against the fence. Nice play out there.
Nice camera work.
Fowler makes the catch right there at the fence. Lopez hit it about as far as you can, but kept it in the park. So 1 away, and now Jace Moran up. We're going to get a pinch hitter here. This is Hunter Watson. Hunter Watson gets a hit. Swany Sr. comes in the 7th inning.
Player, get out.
Hunter Watson with a base knock. How about that? Hunter Watson comes in and puts the ball in the center field for a base hit. No, he's, Quinn. Hunter Watson, always a threat to go. Got to watch out for the left-handed pitcher, though. And just about got picked there, but got back to the bag. Quinn drew a walk his last at bat. He's 0 for 1 in this game. Takes a strike there. I will say this, win or lose in this ball game, awfully proud of the Swany Bulldogs and the effort these guys put in this year. They've been working hard at this all year long, getting ready for this moment. And going to come up short here, but been a heck of a season. Hats off, Dogs. Back-to-back district champs, back-to-back regional finals.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
But the season, the run is going to end here for the second year in a row at South Walton, barring a miracle. Trying to keep a positive attitude, but 10-0 deficit on the road, and it's awfully tough to overcome. They could score and push this game to 7 innings, however. Although we just saw out number 2 and a caught-looking third strike there. 2 down, and now it's up to Kyler Watson. Hunter got a hit. Come on, Kyler. Anything Big Brother can do. Kyler's 0 for 2 in this ball game. And the Dogs have struggled at the plate in this game against South Walton pitching. Kyler in the game struck out looking and grounded into a 6-4-3. One count. His brother over at first base. Last game they're going to be able to play together as Hunter going to be graduating. It's been a joy to watch these two. Talk about ball players, whether on the gridiron or the diamond, either way. In the air, this could do it. Right fielder calling for it. And that's going to do it. The ball game is over. Congratulations to South Walton. The Seahawks headed back to the Final Four. Your final score 10-0, and they win the series 2-0. Back to talk about it after this timeout on rivercountrysports.com.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Van Carpet One. For 78 years, we've been your local family-owned and operated floor covering store, and we can't wait to serve you. Let's go check out some of the stuff we've got and say hey to the guys.
Hey guys, this is Michael Van here at Van Carpet One. Wanted to show you our huge display of carpet. Got about 1,000 rolls for you that we can order. We also keep about 100 in stock that are on clearance, so please come down and give us a visit. We appreciate it.
Come in and see the largest tile collection in North Florida. Van Carpet One has every tile you could possibly imagine. If you can't find it here, they don't make it. Guys, take a look at this. This is just some of our options in waterproof vinyl plank, where we have the largest selection anywhere around here, including over 70 pallets in stock, ready to go right now. Come in and see our fantastic selection of elegant hardwood too, followed up by fantastic service that you expect from a company like Van Carpet One.
Come on in and see us.
We can't wait to serve you. And that's a boom shakalaka.
And back here at South Walton High School, the Seahawks improved to 28-4 on the year, and they are headed back to the Final Four. I was taking a look at the bracket in Class 3A, so we got series going on in all of the regions right now. South Sumter battling Hernando County to see who will win there and advance to the Final Four. You've got Miami Springs and Gulliver Prep. They're doing battle. And also Calvary Christian taking on North Broward Prep. So whoever survives this weekend goes on to the Final Four in Fort Myers. And I want to wish South Walton good luck in that one. Last year, they came up 1 run short and fell to Miami Springs in the championship 2-1. So they've been on a mission all season to get back to the Final Four and get it done this season. Swany season will end. They're 19-14 on the year. They are back-to-back district champions, back-to-back regional finals, and been a heck of a run. And then have really enjoyed covering them here on rivercountrysports.com, but going to be coming up a little bit short against the South Walton Seahawks here on the road. So congratulations to them. They get it done. And I want to remind you that we'll have Coach Moran and our final Diamond Dogs podcast coming up on Monday, the Swany Sports Report. Join us for that, brought to you by Roundtree Moore Ford in Lake City. And we'll have that on the air for you Monday night at 7 o'clock. And hopefully Tom Daniels will come join us for that. And we'll be able to talk a little baseball with Coach Moran and just congratulate the boys on a great season. Obviously not what they wanted. They wanted to end the year with a state championship, but you got to tip your hat to this ball club. They stole the first game, but they won in a rout here in game number 2, a no-doubter with a 10-0 victory. Back after this, we'll take one final timeout and come back to wrap it up after this timeout on rivercountrysports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
I'm Hunter with Morel's Furniture and Mattress. Our Memorial Day sale is always a hit. In fact, it's one of our busiest weekends of the year. And while we're grateful for that, it can be tough to give every customer the attention they deserve when we're that busy. So this year, we're starting our Memorial Day sale early. That means you can shop on your schedule anytime between now and Memorial Day and still get the same great deals. Save up to 50% store-wide plus special financing. No interest for up to 60 months. Now through May 25th at Morel's.
If you're tired of renting, then I can help you. I'm Samantha with United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties. Maybe you have outgrown your current home and you simply need more room. Call me. Or maybe you need less room. Call me. I have the knowledge, experience, and connections that's perfect for your situation. Let me go to work for you today. Samantha Pruder, broker, United Country Real Estate Lifestyle Properties, 386-623-1217.
Well, back here at South Walton High School, South Walton advances to the Final Four, defeating the Swany Bulldogs 10-0 in the second game. And, Coach, nothing really went right in that game for Swany.
Yeah, I mean, we got to do better pitching. We got to start better. We got to challenge hitters better. They're a good team. And, the first game showed that when we challenge hitters and make them swing the bat early in the count, that we can kind of dictate the contact. We can kind of dictate the game. And this game, it just showed the exact opposite. If you get behind hitters, you throw to hitters and hitters counts, they get better. And then when teams get a lead, they get to play a little carefree. There's no tightness at all.
Yeah.
And once it's like 2, 3, 4-0, and you got an arm that's going 95 to 98, makes your hitters feel pretty confident. And at this level, they're good. They got good hitters. We just gotta. We got to pitch better. Plain and simple. We needed to pitch better. We didn't, and it showed. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, first game I feel like they stole one from us. Second game it was all South Walton. Sure. But just to look at the big picture, back-to-back district championships, back-to-back regional finals. I mean, we're building something here, and I'm awfully proud of you guys.
Yeah.
I think you guys had a great season.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I know it's not where you wanted to end, but just big picture.
Sure, yeah. Oh wow, that's great. Yeah. So yeah, yes. Obviously nobody wants to end. Nobody wants to get beat 10-0 in the regional final, second game. Nobody wants to finish their season on a loss.
Right.
But only one team gets to finish their season with a win. So, and you know what? Really and truly, the team that just beat us should win the state championship. I think that they have the arms, they have the hitters, they have the athletes. They should. And at the level they recruited, they absolutely should.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hats off to them. They beat us.
Yeah.
I mean, playing like first game, I felt like they had a little bit of help. I thought that they had something go their way that really didn't go our way. But I mean, game two showed they just beat us. I mean, they did everything better than we did. And you can't take anything away from that. So, I mean, as far as them as a team, they did a fine job. So, I mean, we gotta learn from our mistakes of coming out pitching from behind. These kind of losses have to sting, and this is what motivates us in off season to get better.
Yeah.
And our program is in a really good spot. Suwannee baseball is in a great spot. So I'm proud of our guys, and making it to the regional final and playing against a caliber team like that, the way that we did in game one, makes me very, very proud.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that, Suwannee baseball is producing some of the best baseball players in the state and in the Southeast. So I'm proud of our guys. Can't say enough about them. Yeah.
Well, Coach, tell you what, safe travels back, and we're going to talk to you Monday night. We'll have the sports report at 7:00, so we will see you for that.
Absolutely. And once again, man, thank you guys for making the trip. Thank you guys for the coverage. Thanks for all the fans following us. Man, it's so heartwarming to know how many people are behind us, supporting us. And you guys make it possible for them to be able to support from anywhere in the country. So thank you guys. Thanks to the fans. I hope, and I think that we did. I hope that we represented Swany in a respectable way, and that we brought pride and to our community, because that's our goal, man. And I told our guys, man, that this is kind of stuff that builds character through in your life. So I'm super proud of our guys, and thanks to the community, thanks to you guys for supporting us.
We're building a juggernaut here.
We are.
Let's keep this thing going. I can't wait till next year.
Me neither, man. Me neither. Go Dogs.
No doubt about it. Thank you, Coach Billy Moran. We'll talk to him Monday night. We'll get more from him on the sports report. So join us for that. That'll be at 7:00 Monday. Brought to you by Roundtree Moore Ford. That's going to wrap up the broadcast. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you to Van Carpet One, to Farm Bureau Insurance, to the Suwannee County School District, to the Welborn Blueberry Festival. That's coming up the first Saturday in June. Looking forward to that. To the Waltz Automotive Group, also brought to you by First Federal Bank, by Second Chance Thrift Store, by the Suwannee River Water Management District, by Ricky Gamble, Suwannee County's property appraiser, by J&W Automotive, by Morell's Furniture and Mattresses, by Samantha Pruder of United Country Realty, and by Ascent Precision Gear Corporation in Hamilton County. Also want to thank Companion Animal Hospital for sponsoring our scoreboard. They did it all season long, including the playoffs, and a big tip of the Bulldog cap going out to Companion Animal Hospital. The River Country crew, want to thank all of our camera operators, Sawyer Brooks, Him Patel, Mr. Kevin Neal, appreciate his support. Also Esther Luttrell helping us out on the scoreboard. For Tammy Neal, she's been our executive producer throughout the season, and my partner, I'm Wayne Luttrell. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on River